back to find out the full story.
So what do you think happened to her?
I think she's been attacked by another bird, another predator. She hasn't been killed outright, but she's succumbed to her injuries a few days later. And when I picked her up, you could see a small scar, more of an incision almost, just at the back of her neck, right there.
Oh, yeah. That's a classic peregrine wound, isn't it? With the rear claw coming in. She was obviously just getting out of the way on the hit.
Yeah. But didn't quite make it,
Didn't
unfortunately.
quite. Do you know this bird?
I do, yeah. It's a female from one of the most productive pairs.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, unfortunately.
How long had they been together, this pair?
They first bred in this nest site in 2001, and they produce young every year. And last year they fledged 4 young, which is the most they've ever fledged. And currently, this pair were, before she died, were feeding young.
What a tragedy.
At the moment, the lonely male is taking food into the young. He's just getting on with it. So that's a good sign, but whether he'll be able to fly to chicks or not, only time will tell.
So can you see it from here?
Yeah, it's just that cave there and right in the foreground with the goats sheltering in it.
Okay.
So with any luck, the male should be flying back in to feed the young. There he is.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
See him?
Yeah.
Just flying into the
Hold
left
on.
there.
He's still at it.
Yeah.
Good man.
And in he goes.
Good man. Oh.
You can
I can hear the
some
chicks.
chuff calling,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Do you know, it makes it all the more poignant seeing him going in there alone, because every time I've seen chuffs going to the nest, it's always the pair that come in together.
Yeah.
They're such a close bond, and to see this guy trying to raise the kids single-handed is quite something.
At this stage, his sole objective is to feed those chicks,
Yeah.
you know?
So is this rain going to make it good or bad for him? Just now?
Well, actually, I think this rain we've had in the last couple of days is going to be really good for the chuff, and not just here, but on the rest of the island, because it's been so dry in April and May that they've probably been searching around trying to find ground that wasn't, baked hard. So I think this will be good. It will soften up the ground and probably make feeding a bit easier for them.
It does mean that he stands a fighting chance of raising a family. Now, we did stay there for the rest of the day watching the antics at the nest, and I have to say what happened next was even more remarkable. I don't have time to tell you all about it right now, but suffice it to say it put even more pressure on that lone male to continue raising his family. I'm going to be back tomorrow when I'll reveal all, and also have a catch-up with our hen harriers, hopefully our golden eagles and everything else. Now back down to Bill and Kate in Devon.
Thank you, Simon. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, if there's a theme that's come out of this one, Kate, it's the perilous life of young birds and their parents. So let's finish with, we haven't got much time, but an image of perfect family bliss. There they are. Let's have a look at the front shot of those. There you go.
Look at them.
I knew
There
you'd
are
like-
swallows
Doing
looking
well,
like
doing
an
well.
absolute model family, which is fantastic.
And you know, talking about families, one of the things I'm really loving about this year's Spring Watch is that it exists in swallowing flies, says it exists in different forms for different age groups, So you've got early morning, and on their own channel you've got CBBS, which is terrific. You've been on it, I've been on it.
Yep.
You've got the pre-teens. They've got CBC, CBCB bit, that one.
That'll be on at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and you can keep up with all our characters on the webcam,
Yeah.
bbc.co.uk/springwatch. What else have we got coming up
Tomorrow, inevitably, Fox Diary continues.
It
Where's
does.
he going with that chunk of meat?
Indeed, and the life of the humble bumblebee. We'll find out more about that.
And Kate, will your single mum barn owl survive?
Oh,
and is this a recipe for the birds, or is it for us? I'm having it. You say goodbye, Kate.
Well, I'll be looking out for my barn owl. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. If Bill survives that lot, he'll see you too. See you at 8. Bye-bye.
Shall I tell you about my life? They say I'm a man of the world. I guess I've got everything I need. I wouldn't ask more, and there's no one I'd rather be.
Richard Evans here with the Radio Wales phone-in. 4x4s, are they a nuisance or a necessity here in Wales? That's the question. Give us a call.
In Newsnight, they call him Goldfinger. Can the world's richest nation stop this vulture from preying on the world's poor? Tonight we have a special report on the attempts at G8 to stop vulture funds taking billions from developing countries. Newsnight, 10:30, BBC 2.
And the mighty warrior raised his trusty sword to slay the evil robot when... Come on, it's late. I'll finish it off tomorrow.
Oh. Stories make the world magical. To improve your reading and writing skills, call 0800 0150 950 for a free pack.
Stephen Fry invites Joe Brand to discuss the dubious delights of domesticity in an hour in QI. First on BBC Two Wales, Andrew Marr asks how a decade of 60s optimism soon turned sour in the 70s.